Small Town Scuttlebutt.
All right, well, you guys just noticed I put a pillow under my seat.
Yeah, did you get a colonoscopy or something?
No, I just noticed on the last episode, Evan was a scooch taller than me, and I didn't like it. So,
Oh my God, you're establishing dominance!
Wow.
I am.
Like a rhesus monkey out in the
Yeah.
wild.
Wait till you see what I roll in next week. I'm bringing elevator shoes and
Coming on stilts.
yeah.
Wait, we did this. We did the gray again.
We did.
Oh my God.
We did.
Yeah.
You look nice. You look
Thank
like you
you.
dressed up and put some effort into your
I always do.
attire. What do you think? I did the same.
Yes, I like a quarter zip. It's well documented.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Evan with a T-shirt again.
Yeah, you said no logos. Just
Yep.
to clean. This is it. This is clean. This is what you get.
You're a T-shirt guy, huh?
I happen to like.
I mean, what do you
t-shirts.
like when you sell a house? You don't roll up in a T-shirt.
No, but I'm not selling a house.
No, but you're selling hilarity.
Listen, with good hilarity needs no selling.
Well, I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I feel like I'm enjoying the caffeine lately.
More so than usual? Like
Yeah,
more than you normally would?
yeah.
What?
I'm trying to write new jokes and really work on the performing.
How's it going?
Good. And
Okay.
so I just feel like I've been drinking a Venti Pike double espresso.
Whoa.
With cream.
Wow.
And is that your only
Woo!
caffeinated beverage of the day, or just your first?
I have 3 of those. No, just kidding. No, that's like I'll have my morning thing, but like when I go out at night, that's what I roll into the club with.
To club.
Literally rolling into the club with my Venti Pike.
Well, what time do you typically go on stage?
All right, 8 o'clock. the
Okay,
show
yeah,
starts.
I would need. So at this point in our lives, like if you're just starting your night at 8 o'clock and you got to be on,
Yeah.
whew, you definitely need a little pick me up. And if it's not a line of Coke, it's going to have to be a couple shots of espresso.
Yeah, and Leslie's
You got to make do.
Exactly.
Leslie's been strict about cutting back on the Coke. She's like, another 8 ball every month. We look at the expenses. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And the prices are going up with all the cartels.
Right?
You know what?
Bombed.
They're
Exactly.
not. So you can still get a gram of Coke in the Boston area for $90. That was the same as
What?
it was.
Wait,
yes,
how do you know this?
And who's paying $90?
for a
Is that
gram
a
of
lot?
Coke?
How much is a gram? If you told me it was a gram was this big or a gram was this big, I would believe you. I don't know.
From what I've been told,
That's
it's about the size of a pinky.
rough.
the whole
yeah.
pinky or just your pinky
like,
nail?
Like the
He's
pinky,
showing it. That's a good visual.
The first
That
knuckle
is-
of your pinky.
That's
the
that's
visual
actually
you
a
are
nice one.
presenting right now, Evan, is fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's like we
Typically-
don't want to see like how big your penis is.
Right?
We're talking
It's
about
like,
a gram of
I'm
Coke.
coming out to play. Like,
Oh, boy.
Well, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the market value of cocaine as of today. And it hasn't really changed much. And how do I know? Well, there's people in comedy that still do it. So.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, I don't do it. Usually, if I could squeak in an hour nap before, I'll do that. But that just doesn't seem. School's in session, and it
I
just
know.
seems like. Also, I don't want to be sleeping while the kids are. It just.
That's not a great look. Like
What's
they
Dad
come home
doing?
from school, they're like,
Yeah.
"Duh, Dad's on the couch again.
Dad's on the couch or he's
Passed out.
blowing lines. I don't
Right.
know. All right. Well, speaking of comedy, I'll get things going because this does kind of involve the two of you.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Because you guys said you were working on your 5 minutes
Yeah.
a while back. And we haven't addressed it. Or you definitely are. Liz.
Yes.
Evan, are you writing jokes or are you just sort of
I have a bit that I am not ready to perform, but
Same.
it's there.
okay?
All the
yeah.
material is there.
Well, maybe I could give you guys some incentive because as I go into Boston or drive, I like to keep it within a 2-hour radius of driving.
Yeah.
But if I can get like a weeknight show locally where I can just work on the hosting and pick my own comics, right? And then it'll just be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be quick and easy. It's local.
Yeah.
So I drove around and I didn't drive around that much. I just went to one place. I went to Seventh Wave Brewery
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
on Thursday and I pitched them doing a week show, like a bar show.
Oh, awesome.
So we're going to have our first one on Thursday, November 6th.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be me and a couple comics that I've
Cool.
picked out. And
Great.
we're going to try to get that off to a good good start. You know, so you should come out to that. And if it works out, we'll do it probably monthly.
Yep.
You know, I think would be a good expectation.
That would be fun.
That's awesome.
It's a free show because all these comics, it's not an open mic. These are comics that just want to fine tune something or just try something out with an audience that's a little more forgiving than the paying public on a Saturday.
Right.
You know, like for example, I'm going to, you know, the comedy festival down in the DC area this Friday, but I was out last night. I'm going out tonight. I'll be out tomorrow night, take Thursday off, and then do it again. So I should be ready to just you know, and you got to stay fresh. If you were to take 2 weeks off, like rust sets in.
For sure. Well, I mean, big comics. Like I remember listening. This was years ago, but Jim Norton, who's like a huge comic, he would talk about when he was like working out kind of his new content. He'll go, I will go to like a shitty comedy show at a Holiday Inn in the middle of New Jersey, just so like on a Tuesday, just so I can like get up there, get the rust off, work out the material, try new tags, blah, blah, blah. So like everybody does it like in environments where, like you said, the stakes are lower because it's not a paying customer or it's not people that are, you know, huge fans of comedy and have certain expectations.
Can I ask you a question? How do you get good feedback if you're doing a show like that?
Well, that's why you do the show. That's a good question.
Right?
Yeah. So you go because you want, okay, if you did I did an open mic last night. It's a room full of comics. Sometimes I just break that fourth wall. I'm like, guys, we're just workshopping this. Is that like someone tag that? I don't know. Hit me up after because I'm not here to entertain you.
Right.
You're here for me, and then
to give
I'm
you
gonna
feedback.
be here for you. Yeah.
Okay.
And the feedback is never. I mean, half the people are in their notes in their own heads.
Yep.
Others are, you know, getting a beer at the bar. Two people might be just shooting the shit.
But let's take the seventh wave example.
Yeah.
So like, Revan, I think what you're asking is like, so in that scenario, how would a comic get feedback to their material if it's like an audience that's just coming out for like a couple beers with buddies or whatever?
Right.
Well, the room is separate from like the drinking room.
Sure.
So it's going to be perfect for.
It's a great spot.
Yeah, you could probably fit 50 people in there.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Sure.
So, like as opposed to like the open mic, if you get a ha from the back, like that's good.
Right.
Like keep it because what they're doing is they're acknowledging. It's not like sometimes some people really laugh, like they overdo it. Like, okay, dude, chill out. Like a newer comic. But like if something's good, I'll be like, yep. You know, something kind of like a nod. You're just looking for anything from people.
Yeah.
And it's more of like a working kind of reaction. But when you go to a bar show, a weeknight free bar show, the people are there to be entertained, to have some, blow off some steam, have some drinks, hang out with friends. And they're real people and they're a real audience. They're not necessarily your like comedy. You're not in a club. This is not like, but hey, you're here, you're doing this. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm curious. Let's have some fun. And you get more authentic reaction.
Okay.
Like let's say that room has 50 people in it. And I drop a bomb on them, right? You're going to get a house laughing. That's going to be authentic.
Yep.
Sure.
Whereas like I did that same exact thing at the open mic 2 nights ago. Same delivery, same wording, everything. And it was like, yep. And, that's the most that was the hardest thing getting into comedy because that's all you get to do for a while until you get invited onto a show. And you're like, I'm freaking killing myself up here. That's all I'm getting. Like,
see, I feel like if you go, and maybe this is just my own total misconception, but I feel like if you go to a comedy show, right, generally speaking, like you're going in with the intention of laughing. And so that I feel like, you do kind of maybe get some of those unnatural laughs that are just kind of, you're laughing because you're supposed to laugh.
Yes.
Right?
That's fair.
Whereas at a show, like a smaller show, Holiday Inn or whatever it is, and it's sort of like, the people are just kind of there. I feel like I wouldn't get the feedback that I would want. I don't know. So that would just feel weird. I would feel terrified at a little show like that.
Oh, I know.
And I would like thrive, I feel like, with like the presence of
I always,
a big crowd.
For whatever reason, I've always been, like when I present at work, I'm always more comfortable presenting to like 200 people
Yeah.
versus 12.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's no way any of you are even paying attention to me. Like,
It's like, and your odds of
Right?
success go up.
yeah. And
right?
I'm like,
'Cause
and there's
somebody's
something
listening.
too about the more people, like the more energized you are, like it's almost like a challenge
Yeah.
to capture the attention of those people. Like if you're in a room with 12 people, it's hard for them to like can't like look away and like not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I see you, Evan. I see you looking at your phone while I'm presenting versus like 200 people. It's like I want your attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, well, it's interesting to have that because
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
I feel like remember when you saw the show up in Wolfboro with 215
Yes.
people? That was a theater.
Yep.
Like they were all right there, and everyone's shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
It's like an interconnected experience. It's almost like, you know how they say trees can talk to each other with the root system,
Yeah.
right? Or some psychobabble science bullshit there. I feel like it's the same with the energy in a comedy club
totally.
or a theater.
Yep.
When you're like packed in there and you're all like, it's a shared experience.
Yes.
You're very aware of each other.
Right.
And the focus is definitely on, whereas a bar show, you're going to have a circle top over here and over there. And over. You're going to have pockets of people. They might be separated. A lightly attended show, like 40 people show up to a Friday night show, which happens sometimes. You know, you're talking to these people and then you're talking to those people.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
talking to
The whole
everybody.
audience. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a challenge there, but
Yeah.
that's the fun. So that's a comic will take whatever they're offered because it's experienced in that moment, and that moment will definitely be happening again.
Sure.
So you can't be like, oh, I only do 200 room theater. You know,
I don't
It's
know
like-
if my ego could handle it.
It's like,
I know. My self-esteem, I'd be like curled up in the fetal
Seriously.
position.
He- never to be seen again. Right? Has anyone seen Liz?
well, I bring all that up because while it's a curated weeknight show with real comics doing real stuff, if you guys are at a point where you're comfortable with your 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever, I would put you in the middle of the lineup on a future show.
Gonna bury us?
Forget so we're forgettable. Like sandwich us in between the laughs.
I would, yeah. Well, you know, it's like I don't want to kick it off with fresh meat.
No.
and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
close
yeah,
with fresh.
yeah.
You know,
Sure.
So we're gonna slip you in the middle and
That's what she
give
said.
you less time.
I'm gonna have to rework my bit then.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
What did I just say that made you think you
Yeah,
have to rework
why?
it?
The fact that it's Medfield. I don't
Oh.
need people in Medfield knowing what my bit was going to be about.
Oh.
That's the other reason why I'd let
Interesting.
you on, because you guys are Medfield people.
Yeah, sure.
So
Mhm.
and it would be your first show,
Yep.
and you wouldn't have to go into Boston, and then
Well, the demographic would be so much different. Like the bit
Yeah.
that I wrote is very Gen X focused.
yeah,
I don't know how that would go over in Boston. You know?
yeah, you look at the crowd like if
I mean, the other open micers would be young enough to be my kids.
yep, yeah, they're in their
Fucking
20s.
humiliating.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of different ways you can go with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, my topic is very relatable. Everyone, I think, to some degree, can relate. It's just not appropriate for Medfield.
I'm dying now. As soon as we stop recording, you were definitely
No,
telling us
just,
what the
just
topic
what
is.
is the premise? Just spit it out.
The
I mean, you put yourself on the spot. You
let's
have to-
just say your parents catch you in a compromising
Ugh.
position.
Oh, okay.
oh boy.
Trust me, it's funny.
Yeah.
I promise you that. I promise you that.
Okay, terrific. All right. Well, do you want to tell us what your thing is this week? What's going on? What have you experienced,
Well,
observed, whatever?
I tell you, aside from just the regular mundane real estate stuff, I cannot take my eyes off of the NBA betting scandal. Are you familiar?
Oh, yes.
Not really. That
Yep.
all I know is Chauncey Billups is in trouble, and I liked him when he was on the Celtics.
Same. I did too.
Yeah.
I was
He was
kind of
only
bummed.
on the Celtics for a year. So
Was he really? That was it?
Impactful
Well, it was
though.
a good year.
It was a good year. 'Cause
I felt like he was one of the. It was the guys, the staples.
Yeah, so the FBI has indicted 34 people so far.
Wow.
Okay. And this is an investigation that goes across the NBA into the realm of basically basement poker or house poker games. And it connects to the mob. Right?
Of course
so,
it does.
Like, you had me
Illegal
at
gambling.
NBA gambling, and then they throw in the mob just to kind of like sprinkle in a little extra love.
I just feel like the mob doesn't get much press anymore. I thought we killed them all off or arrested them.
Well, they're getting
I
more
think
press
there's
than they want
they're
right
still
now.
getting a
So the
piece
mob
of-
is still around.
The mob is around, and mostly it's in these sorts of rackets. There's still bookies out there and that kind of thing. I'm sure narcotics and all of that, and they kind of run things behind the scene.
Prostitution.
Sure, absolutely.
Yes.
Can't forget that one. Liz stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. So Chauncey Billups. You also have Terry Rozier, who was another Celtic.
Yep.
And hasn't been arrested or indicted yet. But Kevin Garnett, has been named.
My heart will break.
No.
However, at least this is sort of the premise of what they
I'm
say.
sorry,
is
he even
going-
does a DraftKings commercial.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's doing.
So
Yikes! Pull that one.
the conflict of interest here across the NBA, etc., is staggering. And for them not to have any clue about this, it turns out they may have known about it, and there was a cover up. And now the FBI is looking into the NBA too. So this is like a big story. But the most fascinating element of this is, so you've got these guys. So basically what they would do is they would bring in a ringer like Kevin Garnett. He would be the attraction for these guys to go to this house poker game. And so it's like, yo, I get to play with KG, like
These
that's
are just
really
regular
cool.
normal people, or
Regular people.
well, they're probably
with-
wealthy, right?
Yeah.
They have money, right?
sure season ticket holders.
You're
some sort of-
buying in for $100,000
Yeah,
or
gotcha.
big money, right? But what happened was these games were really being run by the mob. And this is
Yeah.
all according to the reports, right? So basically the mob was in the pockets of Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier. At least that's what we're being told. They would basically call the game. Then they would have a big shot like Kevin Garnett come and sit in. Whether Kevin Garnett was there just to bring other people in, or if they were trying to take his money, that's still to be determined. But these guys, this is insane, okay? The mob had X-ray glasses
Yeah.
and tables
Yep.
that could show the cards that the other guys were playing. So you're not playing a fair game at all. They're just like, they're totally scamming and cheating these people. So this is a big thing. And apparently, these guys were in the know.
Wait, so Kevin Garnett knew this part?
No. All we know right now is that Kevin Garnett's name has come up. We don't know if he's been, we know he has not been arrested or indicted yet. So either he just happened to be like a kind of like an attraction for these guys to come in, or maybe he was named because like he got, heisted out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that we don't know. But where it gets really serious and really nasty, this is just a side thing, is the fixing of the games. Yeah. So Chauncey Billups, who was the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, he would he would tell guys to bet the under, and then he would sit guys intentionally so that the points wouldn't go over the points that they were supposed to go.
Okay, so I don't care about the
poker
gamble,
thing,
the poker
yeah.
thing. It has nothing to do with the integrity of the sport.
Yeah.
It's underhanded, but maybe they didn't even know about the X-ray glasses thing.
Sure.
But you're getting to Pete Rose territory
Yes.
here, where
Oh,
you're
yeah.
dictating the outcome of a game and you bet in a certain way.
This
And we already had the NBA referee thing that was a big,
Donaghy
yeah. And everyone just like scoffs at the NBA. Anytime.
swept it under the rug. This, I promise you, this is going to be the biggest gambling story in the history of sports. This is going to blow away the Black Sox scandal of 1919, because I think that's pretty much it. Then you got Pete Rose.
Right. Well, so we're due for a scandal.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're due.
Yeah, it's been a
Long
while.
overdue. I love it. So I am in hook, line, and
Well,
sinker.
I mean, we've turned sports into an opportunity to gamble. Like DraftKings and FanDuel, and I don't know. There's probably 10,000 other
There
ones.
are.
There's the sports
yeah.
desk or book or whatever, and
Yep.
whatever. Like, it's not just a game to watch, to enjoy it and root for your team. It's an opportunity to win money. It's an opportunity to, it's ridiculous. We've turned basically what should be a spectator sport into an addiction.
Well,
Yeah.
it's true, but it's not. So it's not necessarily about the money, right? If you've ever gambled on anything in your life, it's about the juice. It's like the dopamine.
It's any other
hit,
addiction.
you know?
It's a dopamine high.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I feel like less of a man when gambling comes up in conversation with guys because they're all like, I got the over under, I got
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
parlay. And I'm like, I got to
What
get
are
my
you
vote
talking about?
parlay.
Yes.
That means I went to this like fire pit thing, 20 guys, steaks on the grill, a jumbo screen outside with a projector of a football game between two colleges that I could not care less
Yeah.
about. And everyone was in on betting with it, and there was a bookie and all this.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
just like, yeah, I passed on that opportunity.
It seems very unenjoyable.
It
An
just-
unenjoyable way to watch sports.
Well,
definitely when you're losing, I
Right.
promise you that.
I just, you know what? I like sports. Like when I watch a sporting event, it's because I really like the athleticism.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the Patriots the other day. The guy goes in, catches the ball. Was his heel in? Was his toe out? And I'm like, I said, let's not get nitpicky here. Everyone talking about this couldn't do half the crap that guy
Right.
just
Yeah.
pulled off. That
Sure.
was, I'm watching it like that was an athletic marvel.
Yeah.
What that guy just did. He ran 50 yards in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And he cut 4 times, and he extended his body, and he landed on his. I always think about landing on your rib cage, whether it's an outfielder catching a pop fly or a wide receiver. I'm just like, just that alone,
Catching a pigskin that's thrown at 30 miles
Yeah.
an hour, right? Like,
with 2 guys slapping at you, and you have to ignore that and haul it in. I'm like, and we're getting over like, anyway. I love that part of the sport.
yeah.
And also, like my kids over here, we're hanging out. Like this, I have no interest. Also, I feel like there's something. This is not going to be a popular opinion, especially with all the guys listening, because gambling is like a hot thing. But there's people that don't have any money,
Right.
like,
And you're just throwing yours away.
and you're just like, this is your FU money, and you're playing with it, and it's kind of gross to me, to be honest with you.
I
Rick
agree.
takes the moral high ground.
I
love
do
it.
on this one thing. It's like I have no interest. I'm so glad too, because I've seen
Because
people
you do have an
get
addictive personality.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could-
Well,
It's like-
maybe he recognizes that's
Yes.
one
Well, that-
addiction I
yes,
can't afford.
exactly.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. And the thing is, you only have to win 51% of the time. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, but you
I
could be on
mean-
a run for like when I was in Vegas a couple years ago, just watching people just play, and I saw this guy come up to the roulette table and he put $1,000 on a color or whatever, and it hit, and he walked away with $4,000 and said thanks, and just laughed, and everyone was like, oh my God, and that just makes everyone else go, I'm doing it too, and it's like, dude,
Pound the under. Pound the under.
this place was not built on
Built on
being a
winners.
loser.
Yeah, I mean,
So, have you guys ever placed a bet?
I've been to Vegas before and played blackjack, like dumb little
No,
things,
no, no.
but
like,
I've never
no
placed a
sports
bet. No,
betting.
no.
No bookie.
Neither is my husband. Yeah, no.
I did the.
It's a different world.
The neighbors did they had a Super Bowl party.
Oh, the
we had our
squares.
own, but they did no, it wasn't squares. It was the quarter,
Yeah.
every quarter. And so I won the first quarter. So I walked over just to say hi, just to compare parties. And they said, oh yeah, we're doing a thing. You want in? I said, yeah, sure. So I gave $10, got my squares, filled it out, no thought, gave it back. I won the first quarter, I won the half,
No way!
and I won the final.
Oh my
And I
God.
came home with like $300, and everyone at the party was pissed because I wasn't even there. Yeah, that was cool. All right, well, what's your prediction? Where do you think this is gonna go?
I honestly, I think this is going to explode. I truly believe
Yeah.
that this is going to become the biggest gambling story in the history of sports. I do, because I think you're
But
going to
what's the consequence?
well,
Like, what's the
Jail?
shakeout?
I mean, I think it's going to come down to what ends up shaking out. You've got a couple right now. You've got a couple of stars that are big enough to catch people's attention.
Yeah.
I think then what ends up happening is you're gonna discover that this plot leads to, and this is the conspiracy
I
theorist,
know.
but just think logically. This is going to open up many doors, and especially, I think one of the reasons they're talking about the poker thing is to, I think, get people to be like, hey, I played in that poker game, and those motherfuckers motherfuckers. We're using
Yeah.
X-ray glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To hell with them. So now you get more people that come in and then they talk. And then it just kind of festers and it gets bigger
Yep.
and bigger and bigger. Now you've got potentially NFL, potentially all these other sports. And it's like, it would be nice to see the corruption end. I'm not going to lie, and to see the
but we're
integrity.
going to see a lot of superstars
I
go.
know it's gonna bum me out. If,
like Michael Jordan, he's a gambler.
He's a huge gambler.
Well, you know that story, don't you?
No.
The whole, but again, this is conspiracy.
Oh,
but
about his dad?
that and the real reason for his suspension was because of gambling. And I don't know if he was throwing games, betting on himself like Pete Rose or whatever. But the NBA was smart enough at the time to cover that up. And they made him retire for 2 years to step away from the game.
Oh.
And then that whole thing went away. He comes back. He's the biggest thing in sports again. And then, the rest is history.
Interesting. Well,
There you
the
have
moral
it.
of the story is gambling's bad.
No,
Okay.
the moral of the story is don't get caught.
Yeah.
If you or a loved one have a problem with gambling,
Rick may take the moral high ground, but I won't.
Yeah, that's the thing. You listen to sports radio for 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
gambling website, gambling website, gambling website.
That's what I
hey,
mean.
if you have a problem with gambling, it's like this whole thing is circular.
I
Do you
know.
see how this ends? Anyway, what's going on with your world, Liz?
well, shit's getting real in the Daily household. It is senior year of high school, and my son, they had senior night for football last week. Yesterday morning, I was like kind of freaking out about like the deadlines that he has coming up. Like his yearbook photo is due this week. His essay revisions are due to his college counselor today, like all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then so as I'm like freaking out and making lists, blah, 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 for him, for all the things that he has to do, I get a text from my Yahoo son going, I have to bleach my hair for football. Can you make me an appointment? To which I just texted back, what the fuck?
I was going to say, fuck you.
Yeah. So apparently, at the beginning of the season, the team agreed that if they made playoffs, everybody would bleach their hair.
They're already in the playoffs?
Yeah, I guess.
They're like
Yeah.
5-0 or
They're
something.
7-0.
Yeah.
So they're mathematically
They're a lock.
in. They're in.
So I said, so I'm like, I'll just buy you some like hair dye at CVS and we'll call it a day. And he goes, no, my hair's too dark for that. It'll come out orange. He goes, I need to tone it. I go, I don't even know what that means. I've been coloring my hair for 20 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're getting taught about.
And I go, just so you know, what you're asking for is like $150.
Yeah, right. So
So I'm like, I'm not making, like, are you sure this is a thing? Like, I'm not making an appointment for you and taking you to a salon so you can walk out looking like a poor man's Eminem and no one else is doing this.
yeah,
You
right.
can't even rap.
Well, he's joining the team late, and
Right.
this could be his initiation. Hey, buddy, we're all going in.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone got their appointments? Okay.
Or they're hazing him.
Yeah.
It's fine with me, but I'm not paying $150 for it.
So what's going to happen?
I don't know. I'm going to wait it out a little bit
Yeah,
just
yeah,
to
yeah,
see,
yeah. Also, that's
like, are people really, like, it wouldn't shock me if all the kids were doing this. Like,
Yeah.
I pull into the high school parking lot on occasion and see kids with like a whole group of them with either shaved heads or bleached heads. And it's definitely like a team
Mohawks.
thing. They do dumb things
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
because they're teenage boys. And granted, in 3 months, their hair grows back and it looks
Exactly.
totally normal.
Yeah, they'll be
So it's
looking
not that,
good
it's
for
not that
Christmas.
big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I'm going to kind of wait it out and maybe not have him be the first one to show up
Yeah.
with platinum blonde hair.
If he really wants it, go mow some lawns or whatever.
Yeah,
Does he
I
have a
mean,
job?
He was a counselor at Park and Rec over the summer,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's got he
So
has
he's got
plenty
some
of money
cash.
saved up and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm like, dum. We've got other things that we need to be focused on right now, and you bleaching your hair isn't one of them.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
okay. Well,
priorities.
Mom. Fine, Mom. I wrote my essay here.
Yeah.
Why my mom sucks.
Does he listen to the show?
He doesn't.
Okay.
He does not listen to the
That's what he
show.
tells you.
And funny story, before we did our live show, our last live show, he was dating a girl, and I was like, "Oh, do you and I'm not going to say her name, Janie, want to come to the show?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "The last time one of my girlfriends listened to your show, we got into a huge fight." And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, you talked about how you don't even bother remembering the names of the girls I bring home because they don't last very long. And I go, well, that sounds like a you problem and not a me problem.
That's awesome.
Playa?
That's awesome. He could have turned that around and be like, yeah, honey, well, I'm still with you. So
Right.
you've made the cut. We've crossed that threshold.
Yeah.
gotta
He
watch
also doesn't care that he knows that I talk about him. He doesn't care that I talk about him.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
show.
sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot trying to wrangle a 17-year-old boy and focus him on the things he's supposed to focus on. And